I started shooting pictures when I was about 8 years old, and one day arrived at school and MGM were filming right outside the school, and I was watching the still photographer work on the set. From that moment on, I was hooked. You couldn't stop me learning, I was into everything. But I had a great portrait photographer at MGM in those days who kind of took me under his wing. What he did then is he sent me one day a week to the big art galleries in London to study the Dutch masters. He said, I want you to study light, colour and composition. And the rest of it, he said, you've got it here, you'll do it. They sent me out with this guy named Bob Eldridge, who was a fabulous guy, worked for Look and for Life magazine. They were doing a film called Inn of the Sixth Happiness with Ingrid Bergman. I was very, very shy then, and I still am. And he said, come on, you can come up on the set. And we were on the back lot, and they built this whole village, and they had all the Moll Richardson art lights up, and they had straw-coloured filters on them all. So I said to Bob, I said, why do they have those filters on the lights? Come with me. He said, Freddie. And he called Freddie Young, the great Freddie Young, over. This young man's got a question. And Freddie said, bring this boy a chair. And I sat under the lens with Freddie Young. He said, okay boys, pull the filters off. And he pulled the filters off, and it was white, horrible light. He said, okay, now start putting them back one by one. He taught me how to filter lights and how he built up light on the set. It was amazing. You know, it's just like, wow. I know what movie publicists want. I could write the book on that. If I'm going to shoot a cover on a movie set, I'm going to shoot pictures of interesting stuff. If I think that picture will maybe get one person to buy a ticket and go sit in the cinema and watch the movie, then I'll shoot it. You learn to make your portraits more powerful. I shot Tom Cruise sitting on top of the tallest building in the world when I was hanging out of a helicopter shooting it, and then we shot him on top of the Burj, and let's go and do it. There comes a time of your life you think, hang on, is the subject worth a few months of my life? I mean, Steven Spielberg always, Francis Lawrence always. If you were going to find a film and say, okay, after this movie I'm going to retire, Water for Elephants would have been it. Everybody you work with, you learn from. I'd like to do that. I'd like to teach, give some kids advice on how to do it. The moment you want to go sit at craft service, you're not learning. Maybe how to make bad tea or something, but you stay on that set and you watch and you learn. That's the way I did it.